Hello everyone, this is Jumbo Commander and I have a pretty eclectic video for you today. First up, the channel has surpassed 6,000 subscribers. Yes, only a month ago we were at 5,000 and I gave away 2 commander decks, and well, even though those commander decks haven't even been sent out in the mail yet, we've reached 6,000 and I'm giving another commander deck away. So the next commander deck I'm giving away is Uzuri Renegade Leader. All you have to do to win this deck is comment, like, and subscribe. But the reason why I chose Uzuri Renegade Leader is a very pressing issue, and for people that are really interested in this deck, they might want to act pretty soon. And the reason why is because Uzuri is part of the Freyalise Llanowar's Fury, the Guided by Nature precon that was in the Commander Anthology. The price of Guided by Nature varies, but I've found it for around $35. And you can definitely make a budget deck. And I know that these are going to be floating around in the next couple weeks because people want the Kalia deck or people want the Marin deck, but fewer people want this Freyalise deck. And the reason why I mentioned it is because you buy this Freyalise deck for $35 and you open it up and inside you have a foil Freyalise, you have a Song of the Dryads, and you have a Titania Protector of Argoth. Those are some of the most valuable cards in the set. In fact, Freyalise comes in at $19, the foil Freyalise that comes with it. Song of the Dryads, $6, Titania, Protector of Argoth, $5. That's $30 of value that you just bought for $35. That's like half the deck. Half of the elves in this elf tribal deck are already able to be purchased. So if people are throwing around this deck and you can pick it up for cheap, that might be a really good idea. And then next Wednesday, I'll release my video deck teching Uzuri and how you upgrade the bare bones of this deck to make a really fun elf deck. And then of course, I'll give that deck away. If you want to win this budget Uzuri deck, please comment, like, and subscribe on this video. I'll do a deck tech on it next week and announce the winner. Next piece of news, I put out a very popular video on the tribes I thought would be in Commander 2017. And this was my list of tribes. Dragons, locked in. Goblins, angels, merfolk, spirits, and elementals. And you guys loved the video and wanted to throw all your feedback in, and I think that's great. But today, there was an announcement, and that is Dual Decks Merfolk versus Goblins. Interesting. Just a couple months after the release of the Commander 2017, they're releasing a Merfolk and Goblins dual deck? No, they're not going to double up on Goblins and Merfolk within that short of a time. This gives us a hint on the kind of tribes we can expect. So I would expect now that Goblins are out, Merfolk are out. They have another product taking care of that. So that opens things up to some more interesting tribes. Now, one thing that a lot of people criticize me for is that I didn't mention Slivers. Slivers is the next most popular deck. I only listed the top 4 popular ones. Slivers is number 5. And there were a few reasons why I didn't like Slivers, but now they're looking to be pretty likely to be one of the tribes in Commander 2017. And so I want to explain some of the complications dealing with Slivers, and maybe you can make a buck or two or save yourself some money by buying some foils. One of the largest problems with Slivers is that a very popular Sliver commander, Sliver Queen, is on the reserved list, which means it cannot be reprinted. This could mean a big opportunity for people who really believe Sliver's the next big thing. Sliver Queen is only $35 and she won't be reprinted, and that price is only going up. So if you want to grab a Sliver Queen, you can do it now on the cheap. The next problem that I had with this deck is there's a lot of big budget slivers that I think needed to be in there, like Sliver Legion, running $38. It's really in need of a reprint, but when you put a $40 card in a $39.99 MSRP box, just bad stuff happens and you end up having a chase deck and things kind of go downhill a little bit. So I was a little bit worried, and that's about Slivers. One piece of advice would be to capitalize on thinking they're Slivers by buying foils, but the Sliver Legion foil is like $95. It's already super spiked. So You might want to do that, you might not. The next reason why I thought slivers were problematic was because there's 3 different templating on all these sorts of cards. So Muscle Sliver says that all slivers get a +1/+1. Predatory Sliver says all slivers you control get +1/+1. But the classic Lord that they like to use just says other creatures. So this Adaptive Automaton, which I think might get a reprint. Other creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. And this is really complicated for new players, and not to mention the power level of slivers might go beyond many of the other decks. So these are the reasons why I didn't full on go into slivers and be excited about it, but now with the reprint of Goblins versus Merfolk, maybe they're coming to the top of the list, and maybe there's a way that we can save ourselves some money, get some advantage out of this. All right, last announcement is that I have a brand new video coming out in addition to this one, but it is a video that requires a little bit of explaining. It is Selvala Explorer Return live deck building. So what I do is I just take Selvala and I have streamed my entire deck building process. This is a kind of epic and complicated video. It's an hour and 4 minutes long, and I just kind of go into it in depth and talk about the strategies for picking cards and how I go through it, and you literally watch me build this deck card by card by card. I tried to edit it down a little bit, but in all honesty, this is sort of the raw process. And this might not be for everyone, so I'm advertising it a little bit, but I'm also warning you that you guys might not like it. So if you're interested, please watch it and comment, give me some feedback. If you're not interested, don't worry, there'll be an awesome Azori deck tech next week. Super powerful, super budget. It's going to be amazing. And that's it. My name is Jumbo Commander. If you're watching this right when it comes out, I will be in Grand Prix Las Vegas. And so if you want to play Magic against me, go ahead and tweet at me at Jumbo Commander, and I'd love to play some Commander. I'll be there off and on all weekend, just jamming games, hanging out with friends. It's going to be a really great time. And so I hope to see you there. All right, guys, till next week. Bye.